What's up, fellow classers? It's Apollyon here, and I'm bringing you some Town Hall 8 recaps, or Town Hall 8 attacks on Clan Wars. You guys have been asking for it. We don't have any Town Hall 8s in Rising or 2 or Main, so I had to jump over to PB's Punishers to go ahead and check out some of their attacks, and got it before the maintenance wipeout. So we're going to go ahead and look at about 4 of them. The bases are not the strongest bases, but hey, you know what? This is what I had, and the attacks were pretty decent. Going to go through a lot of the things that were done right, and some of the things that could be tweaked a little bit different. So this one's going to be a giant hog attack, and we're going to do a very common hog lure here. Go ahead and pulling that out to the 9 o'clock little arch builder hut there, and using a runway of poison and just a couple barbarians and letting the poison take care of it. Very, very efficient with this kill. So I like this. Drops the first one where the dragon and balloon will go ahead and start runwaying towards it, and then we'll drop a couple of those barbarians in there to distract, and then finally one of those 6 giants that were brought to go ahead and walk very slowly. That balloon will be completely taken out by the poison, and the dragon will get taken out by these wizards. Now, there's a couple things here. These wizards are set to die here, so they're going to be taken out. Another thing is the difference between golem and giant. 6 giants equals 1 golem, which you can do, and it's definitely sometimes a better thing to bring. In this particular instance, I would rather bring a golem, and here's why. You got 2 splash damages, your wizard tower and your mortar hitting those giants. While they would only be doing about 45 damage to the golem, they're doing 45 damage times 5 to all of those 5 giants, so they're getting tons of value and on splash damage, where that 1 golem would live so much longer. These giants are almost dead already, so if you're not going to back them up with a heal, might as well just bring a golem in there. So we've got tons of like a 4-finger, two 4-finger drop, whatever you want to call it, all to go ahead and split this ring base up, and we'll go ahead and rage up that king. He still has 3 heals, uses the first one there to go ahead and take out some in the core. Doesn't look like there's too many bombs in that core. At least one single already. One has been triggered, so he's got 1 more heal and just a bazillion amount of hogs. So you know this base is completely crushed at this point. I think probably has at least 15 hogs, maybe even 20 hogs left over, and just 1 more defense. There we go, it's down, so it's just time for cleanup. So we'll go ahead and speed things up. Even was able to swag a heal there, doesn't need it at all. So just a nice start for our Town Hall 8 attacks here. And this is there we go, the swag heal, and this is the before the update comes. So I'll see if I can get one when I think you get a bomb tower in Town Hall 8, which will change things a little bit. You know, I think it will make Town Hall 8 a little bit more tricky with the hog attack. So here we go with another hog attack, but we've got a golem this time. So these guys have put clan castles that are pretty easily accessible, easily lureable. We've got the wizards following up by this 1 golem, and a couple of them will step up, I think, into the range of that cannon, and they'll be taken out. It's just the golem's just out of that range, but they'll drop the wall breakers, which will open up everything. The cannon's doing work on the wizards and golem, so it's still getting the funnel they wants, but we used a lot of wizards to get that funnel. So the golemite, one of the golemites goes springing. They do trip a giant bomb, which is one of the goals when you're putting in golems into the base. And here I don't, you know, you can use giants to go ahead and tank for your hogs, but you really want to get an optimal 2-point defenses on those giants to make it worthwhile. And you'll see he dropped the 1 giant there that's only tanking 1, and then drops another giant with no hogs behind it. The whole trick is you really want to drop that giant and then immediately drop those hogs right after, so you get the maximum amount of value out of that giant tanking. But again, that's just nitpicking. Still very, very good attack. We've got a surgical type of thing there. We've got giants. The top giant is not even tanking anything except for a wizard tower. So you know, it's just about maximizing your troops and really you know, getting those troops to be able to push through the base. So that giant looks like it will live through without any problem at all. It's just basically banging into a wall right now. So we've got all the defenses down. We've got the heals going on, that last heal, and he's just got tons of hogs. Giant decides not to bang through the wall anymore, and he's going to help clean up. but he's nowhere near hog level for cleanup status. So he's just going to go ahead and try to follow them around. They can jump walls, he can't, so he's just going to have to look on. Good attack. So let's move on to just a couple more, and I think we're going to do some dragon attacks at this point. So we'll look at hit on number 17, and here we're bringing a Zake as 2 zaps and a Quake to take out that air defense. And notice the way that the sweeper is pointed. That sweeper is pointed towards the southeastern part, so you don't want to come in from that part of the base. You want to go ahead and come in where Rain Ravenstone is coming in from the northwest, and coming completely the opposite way that the sweeper is pointed. Could have started those other dragons a little quicker on the top, just while the king was tanking. You might as well take advantage of that. But has dropped in his loons there from the clan castle to go ahead and take care of that one air defense. That last one has finally gone down up top to the dragons, and now really it's just about cleanup for these dragons. They've got about 8 dragons left and very few air point defenses. That's going to go ahead and take it out. So you know, right now this base is, I guess, literally cooked. That's roasted. Yeah, that's what's going on here. So yeah, let's go ahead and speed things up in just a second and watch the rest of this attack. And notice that sweeper is doing absolutely nothing to those dragons. So, you know, we'll go ahead and speed it up 4 times to watch the rest of the base get taken out. And has tons of dragons up. Very nice hit on that base. Now let's go ahead and check out one more with another mass dragon. We'll go down to number 19. And here we got just 3 quakes. So, I'm sorry, 3 zaps. So not quite sure. I think maybe this is Town Hall 7 attacking this Town Hall 8. Is what it looks like. So we've got the three zaps going in there, and take a look at the composition too, or as far as the levels. She's got level 2 dragons and level 4 loons. So definitely, you know, you can do these hits with lower amount of troops. I think those loons are probably going to get toasted very quickly by that clan castle dragon, but they do take care of that AD first, so that's good. And finally got some dragon on dragon action. It is over now. Drops that king in there to tank a little bit of those the cannon. Unfortunately, cannons can't hit dragons, so that king is pretty much just giving his life for almost nothing. So we've got the dragons making it through the core of the base, and that soloed couple of dragons to the right and to the left. And we've got no ability for the king, so that king is going to have to tank, and we're just going to have to put a memorial up for him because, yeah, it's not going to do anything. So they've got to make it past these last couple of Teslas, and then those 2, they take down that air defense, and then there's 2 more air archer towers up there, and as soon as they go down, that wizard tower is going to do absolutely nothing to these dragons. So we've got going on, we've got 4 speed, and we're just going to go ahead and clean up this base. 3 dragons versus 1 wizard tower. I can tell you, spoiler alert, who's going to win this battle, and that is those 3 dragons. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed these Town Hall 8 attacks. I'll continually looking for some more Town Hall 8s that we can show and showcase, especially after the update comes. So hopefully you guys were able to take these attacks, get used to the army compositions and spells. Go ahead and get those 6-star clan wars and practice those 3-star attacks.